Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka The Weather Gamer, bringing you Week 7 of the WWC. Well, what video am I recording right now? Team Builder for WWC Week 7. We are playing the Dying Dragoons. So, as it'll be mentioned in the Week 7 recap video that comes out later this week, we had all those coaches that dropped during this week 6, week 7 bye week and that. Technically this is week 8, but the match order is it's the 7th match of the season because of the bye. So actually this is week 8 team builder, I guess. Anyways, of those replacement coaches, we had 2 of the replacement coaches that didn't even play their game, or played their games, and then they dropped out too. So, just start week 7, or week 8, I had to find 2 brand new coaches, including one to play me. So Dragoon 244, Dying Dragoon, is the one that took over for. It was actually both Bens that dropped. The other guy, Ben, and Chess, aka Ben, dropped. So he took over his team. This is what he turned that team into. He's got Mega Blastoids, Kyurem Black, Volcarona, Gigalith, Whimsicott, Hitmonlee, Hitmon Top, my mistake. Manectric, Espeon, Celesteela, Politoed, Arbok, and Flygon. Celesteela, Kyurem Black, and Blastoise are going to be a major problem. Kyurem Black hits hard, Celesteela is super defensive, and Mega Blastoids, with its Mega Launcher ability, just runs teams with things like Dark Pulse, Water Pulse, Pulse and Ball moves get a boost to their attack. It's going to be nasty. By the way, if you want to hang out with Dragoon, I'm trying to get Dragoon and some of the other coaches that are sitting in the WWC server. Dragoon Spare was in the server, he left. He just doesn't want to be in the main WWC server. But I'm trying to get Dragoon, I'm trying to get Grizzly, I'm trying to get, actually they're the only 2 left in the WWC as far as coaches go. They're the only 2 WWC coaches that are not in the main WWC Discord, which will be linked down below. But if you want to come hang out with any of the other coaches, and hopefully I can get Dragoon and Grizzly to join up into that Discord. You can hang out with them, talk with us. It's always a fun time. We're always just hanging out and relaxing. So, let's get into the team builder. Actually, sorry, one more thing I just remembered. So, if you remember, I mentioned in the update video where things have been, all that I'd be bringing you the playoff matches for DSL, the Deathly Subscriber League. Kind of forgot about that. I played my match today against Hexanate. Took it down to Mega Metacham he had Mega Metacham being paralyzed, but at full health, and me with a Mega Garchomp with Dragon Claw. Unfortunately, I had to put some special attack into my investment into my Garchomp, and so I didn't have full attacking Dragon Claw, which would have potentially killed Metacham, so I was relying on a Para, and I unfortunately didn't get the Para, and he killed Garchomp, Mega Garchomp. It's kind of fitting that the DSL season ended with my monster being beat because Mega Garchomp was leading the league in kills the entire season. It only died 3 times, counting today. So I kind of forgot about that. I didn't save the match. I left the DSL server after the season my season ended, so I don't have that back, or a way to get it back really. So I'm not gonna upload it. I know I didn't upload any of the DSL. You'll probably see if you're looking around the channel, there's a DSL playlist with only 1 match in it. When I started out, I was the whole YouTube streaming and all that, it came from being in the DSL, and so I was going to upload those matches, and then I never got around to it, and I didn't have my computer set up and all that, and it didn't happen, unfortunately. So anyways, that happened. I ended up finishing 10th place. I made playoffs, finished 10th place. We went 6-5 plus 3. It's my first ever league. It's a randomized league. What can you say? I'm very happy with it. I'm very grateful for Tyler for putting that on. And yeah, so let's move into the WWC. This is my own league now. So that's the team that he's rocking out with. If we go back to the Bear Ticks, just to remind you guys what I'm rocking out with here. Whoops, where'd you go? No, you gotta stay over here. I need you to move over there. Okay. Alright, and scroll over. Okay. So, we're rocking with a rain team. We've got Mega Swampert, Zera Aura, Alola Ninetales, Donphan, which I'm so happy to have now, Chandelure, Escavalier, Armaldo, Latios, Pelipper, Lilligant, Slurpuff, and Cobalion. We picked up that Donphan in a trade with Cheshire the Cat and the Louisiana Luxrays before they left the league. Donphan just gives me a solid mon. I'm very happy to have it. So, let's go to the team builder. Let's start things off. We got Donphan here. We're running an Assault Vest, Sturdy Donphan. That way I can eat some special hits, be a little more defensive. Sturdy ability to keep me from getting O-code. That way I can fire off something like a Seed Bomb against the Mega... sorry, I had an itch there. Against the Mega Blastoid. Stone Edge against the Kyurem. Earthquake was for... Earthquake was for the Manectric, Earthquake was for the Gigalith, Earthquake was for the Arbok, and then Ice Shard for Flygon to do some damage, Ice Shard to chip the Whimsicott, and basically to clean up a kill if need be. We ran with max HP, max attack, and a little bit of Spadef. Adamant Nature just so we hit super hard, and being super bulky so we can take some of these minor hits. Basically, Donphan's serving as both an offense and a defense. By the way, this is the first team builder that I did not solely do alone. I want to thank the wonderful people in my front office for helping me prep for this. I'm tired of losing, and I'm tired of only winning with a 1 or 2. Actually, I'm tired of winning with just getting 1 differential, because every match that I've won has been a 2, 1, and 1 differential, and every match I've lost has been 5, 3, and 4, which is just killing my differential. And being one of the fringe playoff teams, I have to get my differential better. I gotta get it up there, and I gotta win games. So I decided it was time to enlist a front office. So they helped me. We've done several test matches. I think we've covered all the potential issues, all the potential mons that could be coming. We're really, as a front office, we were really worried about the Blastoise, the Kyurem, and the Celesteela all coming. So we put the Sturdy on this and gave it Seed Bomb. That way, if we got in against Mega Blastoise, we could Seed Bomb and proc it down to at least 50%, which would allow something to come in and clean up later, just to get enough damage. We debated. I think the guys wanted to put Stealth Rocks on it, but then I decided to run Assault Vest, so I couldn't put Stealth Rocks. I replaced Stealth Rocks with Ice Shard. And then we talked about having it be a rapid spinner, just so I can spin things away if he tries to put hazards up on for me. Because obviously I'm very weak to rocks with both Ninetales and Chandelure. Webs slow me down, but I don't believe he has a web setter. He doesn't have a web setter, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. It was mainly rocks, or if I tried to set webs or something, and Espeon came and bounced him back, I'd be in trouble. So, T-Spikes. He could set T-Spikes with Arbok, because I think Arbok gets T-Spikes. So, they debated about running Rapid Spin. I wasn't happy with the fact that I had no answer to a Mega Blastoise, outside of maybe Sturdy Donphan was my thought, so I decided to put Seed Bomb on Donphan. And in test runs, it's worked pretty well. It's given us about 55. It gives 50% chip, and then I can Ice Shard before Donphan dies, since Ice Shard's priority. Well, bless you, little one. Are you okay? You okay? I'm gonna change the song because I get. Oh no, not this one. What is your deal, kid? Did you inhale some? Did you inhale something? Sorry, my dog is with me sneezing. Anyways, I can usually get that Blastoise down to about 45%, which can give me a guaranteed kill with anything that I bring in to maybe counteract it. The next mon we decided to bring was the Alolan Ninetales. I put the E-Belt on it. I love E-Belt. E-Belt just gives me so much potential. The Snow Warning Aurora Veil, if I can get a Aurora Veil off on a switch-in, I would be super, super happy, because that'll help me take some of these big hits that things like Celesteela, things that, what else besides Kyurem Black, Blastoise. Having Ninetales get Aurora Veil up would be great. Chose Blizzard because it will hit a lot harder than Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry would be good for Blastoids, it would be good for the Whimsicott, it would do some damage to Celesteela, it would get the Politoed, but it would kill Flygon, since Flygon's quad weak to it. But I decided that Blizzard was probably the better move, the better hitting move, and with Hail Up it's not gonna miss. Nasty Plot, again, if I choose not to set Veil and I get a Nasty Plot off, Nasty Plot Blizzard does a huge amount of damage to a lot of things. Also Nasty Plot Moonblast does a huge amount of damage. The Moonblast would mainly be to get after Kyurem there and Hitmontop. Next up, we brought Chandelure. Again, E-Belting the oh, I forgot to go talk about that. With the Ninetales, we've got max special attack. We went with a Timid Nature, 186 to get me to 330. The 330 was allowing me to outspeed Flygon. It was allowing me to outspeed a max speed Flygon. I believe that's why we ran it with that speed. I don't 100% remember for sure what we did that speed calc for. And then the rest into bulk to try and maybe live a hit from something. Again, Alolan Ninetales being Fairy and Ice is quad weak to rock types. Is neutral to fighting, does not like poison. Is quad weak to steel. That's really Alolan Ninetales' big downfall, I think, is the fact that it's got too many weaknesses. Otherwise, this mon is really, really slept on a lot. The fact that it sits in tier B in most standard drafts, I love it. Like, I watched A-Drive use this mon, and ever since I've been obsessed with Alolan Ninetales. Like, this is my favorite mon to have in draft leagues. Coming up next, we got Chandelure with E-Belt, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, and HP Ice with the Infiltrator ability. The reason I ran Infiltrator over Flame Body or Flash Fire, one, there's no need for Flash Fire outside of a straight, well, I mean, Volcarona, but I can take care of that with my own hit back. Potentially a Flamethrower or Fire Blast coming out of one of these two. Just a stray fire move somewhere to try and get me. wasn't worth it to me. And Flame Body, while burning the Curum would be great, I have to watch out for potential guts on Hitmonlee. That wouldn't be good. Burning the Celesteela, if it's a physical Celesteela, would be okay. Burning Gigalith would be okay, but again, I'm not going to sit in on a Gigalith. So instead, I went with Infiltrator, because if this Curum is the sub-Roost set, I want to be able to get inside that Roost, or that substitute, and hit it with a Flamethrower and weaken it. So its roosting is basically nullified. Shadow Ball was strictly for the Espeon. That was about the only reason I ran Shadow Ball, was just so I could hit Espeon. I know my front office didn't agree with me having Shadow Ball, but I didn't have any other answer to Espeon if I didn't have Shadow Ball. So I kind of chose to ignore them on that point and put Shadow Ball on. I know Espeon's probably not going to come anyways, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, and so hopefully this doesn't come back to bite me in the butt by having Shadow Ball over something else. Energy Ball, if this thing is in and Blastoise is not dead, Blastoise is basically the switch into Chandelure every time, unless he brings Flygon. If he brings Flygon, he can switch Flygon, or he can switch Blastoise into Chandelure or Gigalith. Energy Ball will, with the E-Belt, and if the Donphan play goes according to plan, will kill the Blastoids outright. Unless it's Sturdy Gigalith, I will knock the Gigalith down with Energy Ball. I don't believe it'd be Sturdy, though. I think he could set up... I think he's more probably wanting to set up Sand to help Flygon a little bit. And Hidden Power Ice is just in case I see Flygon and not Blastoise, or if Blastoise is down, then his next switch into this would be Flygon. Because Celesteela, if it's running Ground Z, isn't going to appreciate a Flamethrower. And Celesteela is so slow already that I believe I outspeed, and I believe that's what we calced and designed this thing to. Yeah, we designed this thing to outspeed Celesteela. So that HP Ice will get the Flygon if it tries to switch in, if Blastoise is down. And if for some reason he wants to switch in the Whimsicott, HP Ice will still do damage to that. And we went with Max Special Attack, we went with Timid, and we made it so it would outspeed Max Speed Celesteela. I believe we also outspeed... I don't remember what else we outspeed. Oh, we outspeed Blastoids, too. So, I forgot. We did outspeed Blastoise at Timid Nature by 1 point. That way we can hit it with 2 Energy Balls if need be. Like if the first Energy Ball didn't kill. If it stayed full because the Donphan failed, it stays full, it switches in, takes 1 Energy Ball to the face, then takes a second Energy Ball, and it dies without Shandy taking any damage. Bring in Zeraora again with the E-Belt. My front office hates it. Like, they absolutely hate how many E-Belt users I bring a week. They want to see me diversifying the... I agree. I need to learn to do more than just E-Belt everything, but, you know, E-Belt's really, really tempting. I like E-Belt. It gives you a 1.2 damage boost on anything. I don't have to lock in to one move with a choice item, and I don't have to start taking recoil from Life Orb. So I like E-Belts, since I brought 4 of them this week. Or 3 of them so far this week. Close Combat for the Curum, for the Gigalith. That's about it on that. The Plasma Fists for Blastoise, for Celesteela, there we go, for Politoed. I just have to watch that this thing isn't Lightning Rod, the main trick. I have to watch and make sure that the Flygon doesn't come in and get me with that. I really don't think Magnetric comes, and my front office kind of agreed with me. With me having Mega Swampert and Rain, it's too big of a liability for Magnetric to come. Fire Punch was for the Whimsicott, because I believe we made this thing to outspeed... No, we didn't make this thing to outspeed Whimsicott, did we? Did we? Let's see... Calcs, damage calculator. I don't remember if we made this thing to outspeed Whimsicott. Just go with specs. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we gave it enough speed to outspeed Whimsicott. So that's where the Fire Punch comes in. Fire Punch will do neutral damage to the Kyurem. Fire Punch will do neutral damage to the Volcarona. It will get the Whimsicott 2-shot. I just felt like I needed to have it. Another one of those where I went rogue against my front office. Kind of went rogue a few times. This is my first week with the front office, so I gotta apologize to the guys. I'm not quite ready to give up control completely, but at the same time, I know I need to, so I'm glad that they're bearing with me. And actually, it's not just guys. I forgot Shadow Sky is in there too, with the group, with the team. With the front office, with the team. I'm working on it. This is new for me, and I'm not one that likes change, and so we're working on this. And then knockoff. If he Scarf Kyurem, the knockoff will hit that. Knockoff basically just hits everything and takes care of some items for me. Went with the max attack and enough speed to outspeed the Whimsicott, which is his fastest thing as long as he's not scarfed on anything. If Whimsicott hits me with a non-Dark type move, if it's Prankster, or non-Prankster move, hits Zero Aura before Zero Aura hits it, then I know he's scarfed. So, and I know anything that hits Zero Aura will be scarfed too. Moving on, we got Lilligant making the debut this week. Oh, hey, look, it's another E-Belt. 4 E-Belts. My front office was not happy, needless to say. 4 E-Belts was not something they agreed with. This thing we went with, it's a weird set. This was the setup sweeper, basically. Sleep powder, basically, so I could force something to go to sleep and then switch out. The only thing I can't hit is Whimsicott with sleep powder. And then when they either switch or if they try to just power through the sleep, I will Quiver Dance and get to good standing. The Quiver Dance +1 special defense prevents Ice Beam from Blastoise from OHKOing me, and then I hit back with Giga Drain, the next move, and kill it. Quiver Dancing, Giga Drain will take out Gigalith, will take out, will do major damage to Flygon, will take out Politoed, and then Hidden Power Rock. HP Rock with the boost from Quiver Dance will OHKO the Volcarona, will do major damage to the Kyurem, will do some damage to Celesteela. Celesteela is just a big pain in my side, basically. We gave it max special attack, a little bit of Spadef investment, and then I don't know why we gave it the Spadef investment. That should have gone into HP. Oh well, we're running with it. And then we max speeded to... Why did I run 306? There's a reason we went timid, and I don't remember what that exact reason was for going timid. I believe it was to outspeed... outspeed something, and I can't remember what we were trying to outspeed off the top of my head. But then Quiver Dancing, I'll be fine. And Latios, this, I don't like the choice specs, but the front office kind of talked me into spexing it. I wanted to just throw another E-Belt on and run 5 E-Belts and an Assault Vest. But we went specs on the Latios. We have Psychic to hit the Hitmon top, hit the Arbok. Shadow Ball again to clean up the Espeon if for some reason I lose Chandelier. Again, I don't think Espeon's coming, and I think I might have devoted too much to Espeon with that. Thunderbolt to hit Blastoise, to hit Steela, to hit Politoed, and Dragon Pulse for the Kyurem. Really, this thing with speed, 341 was enough to creep. Oh man, I really need to remember what we creep things for. We creeped something with that 341, and then max special attack, and the rest into defenses. So that's going to be it. That's the team we're running. Again, some of this is stuff that my front office wanted. The other stuff is me kind of going rogue. Again, very scary team. We'll see how this goes. As always, if you want to check out the Discord server, link will be in the description down below. That'll take you to the main Weather Gamer Discord where most of the coaches are hanging out. Twitch link is in the stream or description down below. We will be having a special draft stream again this weekend, this Sunday, the 30th of September. So if you're watching this before the 30th of September, we will be doing the Little Cup draft stream. I talked about that a little bit, but I was getting into a Little Cup league. I will be hosting the draft stream, and we'll have that on Sunday the 30th, so follow that link down below. And if you want to follow me on Twitter just to catch when I go live and just see the weird stuff that I retweet and post and all that, you can follow me there. As always, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.